I've caught an iguana for the first time, for the first time I will swab them for microbes on their back. I'll take a sterile swab that looks pretty much like a Q-tip and rub their back, and then I keep that swab in a little vial with some solution so that the microbes and their DNA don't change. Then I'll do the same thing to its mouth. I'll have it open its mouth and I'll stick a swab in and kind of let it chew on it a little bit and try to make sure that I can get all of the saliva and microbes that could be in there. I'll measure the snout vent length, which is from its nose down to its vent. I'll also take the weight of the iguana using a little scale called a pistola. I'll take hindgut microbes by taking the little Q-tip thing, reducing the size of it so that it can actually fit into the vent, and feeding it into the lower intestines about a centimeter or 2 centimeters in. And the first time that I catch the iguana, I'll also take a blood sample from the caudal vein on its tail, and that I'm going to use to determine how related all of the juveniles are. And then I will also mark it with a unique system of beads where I take a relatively large needle, it's close to the size that one would use for piercing an ear, and pierce through the back of the skin on the nape of its neck, where it doesn't really have any nerves and there aren't blood vessels, so it doesn't hurt it and it doesn't cause any damage. And I feed beads through on a piece of fishing line so that I can see from way far away, oh yeah, that's that one, and we've caught it before, and I can write down observations about what it's doing after I've let it go. And I'm trying to recapture these hatchlings as often as possible.